Right now we're at the Tokyo City Air Terminal heading to the airport, just waiting for our bus to arrive and we can head to Narita Airport.
Hello there, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I have probably the most exciting travel with me video that I've ever made, and from the title you know that it is because I'm taking my first ever business class flight. I definitely don't do this often, but I thought I should end my 2 weeks trip with a banger, so here I am boarding a business class flight from Narita Airport in Japan back to San Francisco in California. So watch my mom and I embarking on our first business class adventure. We got through immigrations and the baggage check. With business class you get like fast track. I think it's similar to like TSA pre-check in the US. We also have access to the Sakura lounge, so let's go in there and see. The Sakura lounge was located right after security check, and there were two sides, one for business class and the other for first class. Obviously we went to the business class. When you enter you can see that there are two floors, the top being the food area and the bottom is a quiet no food zone. There's a set menu of all the foods that they offer, such as pasta, salad, soup, rice, and you just order at the counter and they'll give it to you. I would say the food selection is pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's the best because I've been to other airport lounges through Priority Pass that are much more splendid, aka the Virgin Atlantic Lounge at JFK. I love that lounge so much. Anyways, we only got a few items and pretty much chilled the entire time at the lounge, and then it's time to head to our gate. Wow, look at us. The only time we actually got here like empty is because we were the last one to board. But this time it's because we're in business class. The configuration is 222 and I believe for economy is 333, so it doesn't feel too cramped. We ended up choosing the window and aisle seat because I want to sit by the window seat.
One first time in business class.
When we got to our seat, the flight attendant took our jacket to the store in the back so we have extra storage, and then they offer us either orange juice or champagne.
Drinking orange juice because we cannot drink champagne.
This is my first business class, so I don't have much to compare it to. I thought the space was pretty decent for each person, except this little hallway that you have to use to enter from the aisle to the window seat. I felt like it's a bit tight.
It has to go sideways.
I also like that the space feels airy, doesn't seem like you're enclosed in a box. And of course, if you don't like your neighbor, you can pull up this wall so that there's no awkward tension between you two. But now let's look at our toiletry kit. Each seats come with a bag, so let's see what's inside. First, we got pocket tissues, which is always needed, then toothbrush and toothpaste, earplugs, USB and USB-C charger, and lastly, a phone stand. Also, little notes from the artist who designed the bags. My mom and I got different bags designs, but it contains the same items. At our seat, we also got slippers and a shoehorn. Honestly, the slipper feels like it's pretty high quality. And of course, headphone. But now let's buckle our seatbelt so we can take off.
Bye, Japan. Clouds. That's crazy.
So about an hour after we board, we were informed that it's mealtime. Unlike economy, where there is pretty much a set mealtime for everyone in the cabinet, in business class, everything after the first meal is a la carte, which is dishes you order separately, but I'll talk more on that later.
So far, she ordered the international meal and I ordered Japanese meal.
After we told the flight attendants of our meal selection, she came back and set the table for us. Then she brought out a bowl of nuts, olive, and tea as a little snack. We should have realized that this is a sign that there is a lot more food coming soon. Then came the appetizer, which is so pretty because I got the Japanese set. It comes with all these cute tiny ceramic bowls. My meal comes with a bunch of things, but what's notable is the tonkatsu and the miso codfish. My mom's appetizer is scallop and caviar. I took a bite of her food and honestly, I liked it more. But back to the food, I first tried the miso codfish and this was the best part from my meal. The fish was soft and smooth like butter. Generally, I like this dish anywhere I go, so it's not a hit or miss for me. Then I ate this mayo shrimp and it was also pretty good, but things start to go downhill from here. The squid was savored in a slimy sauce and it is definitely something that I would not want to eat ever again. Then I tried this beef brisket, which I thought what could go wrong, but it was cold. Followed with the tonkatsu and it was cold as well, so I'm assuming that the food wasn't heat up all the way and so half of the meal is not fully defrost. So now do you get why I said I liked my mom appetizers more? Once we were done with the appetizers, the flight attendants brought out the main dish, which is rice with wagyu and salmon and of course soup. Oh, this dish got me dreaming about flying Japan Airline all over again. Like, what more can I say about the tender melts in your mouth wagyu and the incredibly soft salmon? It completely erases all of my disappointments of the appetizers.
This wagyu melts in your mouth.
I liked this meal a lot and of course I had to share the wagyu with my mom. FYI, my mom's main dish was a plate of steak. I was too full to try this, but my mom said it was really good, so thumbs up to both the main dishes. Of course, a meal is not complete without desserts, so here comes the last course of our meal. There's only one flavor that comes to mind when you think of Japan, and that is matcha. So I got a matcha mousse, which is airy and light, and my mom got a matcha cheesecake with matcha crust. This one is creamy, but it doesn't feel too heavy of cream cheese. This was my favorite out of the two, and me and my mom decided to just switch our desserts. And they were both good and definitely not too sweet. This was too good that I ended up sweeping the bowl clean, and that concludes our first meal in business class.
Moment we're all waiting for. Let's go out and have a lay flat bed.
There's a controller with different recline settings, or you can choose the angle of your choice. This is about midway recline, and then we can go all the way flat if that's what you want.
This feels so weird.
I personally would do around like 145 degrees because if you lay fully flat, it might give you motion sickness because the plane is flying at an angle. But with mealtime complete and the cabin light is dim, it's time to go to sleep.
just a snack is not enough to fill me, so I look into ordering food. This is like a buffet style. You can order whatever that's listed and as many time as you want until 1 hour before landing. As you can see, you can choose your selection and order with the remote. However, for some reason, my remote kept giving me error messages, so I had to ring up the flight attendants and gave her my order. I have to order in person because this thing does not work. Add this item. Your order has been. Normally that would be how you order, but mine does not work, so I just have to call the flight attendants to ask for my meal. I ordered the one that looks the most appetizing, and that is the Japanese cuisine meal. It comes with the miso butterfish, which I just know I will enjoy, warm white rice, and soup. You can choose from a variety of drinks such as wine, soda, juice, but I went with the classic green tea. I genuinely love the presentation of all of these Japanese meal. It looks very presentable with all these cute little ceramics bowl. Like I said, you can never go wrong with the miso butterfish. It's soft and the flavor is out of this world. I had it for the first time in Hawaii and I still dream about it till this day. If you ever see that dish, please give it a try. You won't regret it. Then there's this seaweed sheet that tasted like wakame, you know, like those seaweed salad that you eat in sushi restaurants. That's that. Then I tried the soup and it wasn't my favorite. I think it's just like green onion soup. Yeah, it wasn't really flavorful. Then I ended with some Haagen-Dazs ice cream, which is always the best on plane. If you're curious what my mom is eating, she got a Turkish salad. I tried it and I didn't really like it. So that's it. That's it for mealtime. Wrapping up mealtime, let's take another nap. I found out that they offer this mattress if you want more cushioning. Of course, since I'm extra, I asked for one and slept on it. And not even an hour after, I woke up wanting another meal, so I ordered tonkatsu sandwich and also some fruits. Look at this thick piece of pork. It was tender and crispy. Honestly, I was expecting it to be like an easy soggy pork sandwich since it's been prepared probably like hours before I board the plane, and this has been like 8 hours into the plane, but it tasted like it was just made out of a fryer. Plus the bread is thin, so it doesn't make me feel too heavy, which is good because I ate quite a bit just an hour ago. We have about 2 hours left and I think I'm done with the meal because I'm quite full. We're almost back home. How do you like it? Oh, how do you like this flight?
I like it.
She likes it.
It's alright.
She gets to lay down. Honestly, before boarding this flight, I had a goal to try a lot more dishes so you can see what they offer. However, I didn't want to waste food because I know that I can't eat it all. Just because I can doesn't mean I should. So I hope that all the meals that I've shown so far give you a good reference to what Japan Airlines offers. I never sit in the window seat because usually in economy you have to get through like 2 other people to get out to use the restroom, and I use the restroom quite often. So in this class I chose the window seat because I am always amazed at the view. They gave us heated eye mask. It's a single-use eye mask, which is really cool. Almost time to land, so now we have to pull our seat back. Turbulence. you feeling good?
ただいまからすぐに手をご利用いただけます。
Now you get to go home.
また、お降りの際には
Ready, go
携帯
home.
電話などをお持ちでお